it's Lynette with Charmed Grammy Crochet. How are you today? This is Thursday evening, and I thought I would get out a quick video for you. This is the second time I'm making this video because I rambled way too much in the first one. So I'm going to cut this one a little shorter, but I want to welcome you to my channel. My channel is set up to be a crochet channel, but I'm learning to knit, so I do some knitting. And my husband and I sold our house January of 2025 when we retired. We bought a camper and we've been traveling. So when we're traveling, we do some travel videos. You might catch some of those every now and again. We're not traveling now. So I do owe a video from the last leg of our travel back to Ohio. It wasn't all that interesting, so I keep putting off the video. But that's the way it is. If you're new to my channel, I hope I can get you to come back again and again. Please hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed. I appreciate it if you like and make comments. YouTube loves those things. It helps my channel to grow, and I appreciate you doing that. If you've been coming back again and again and again, I sincerely appreciate that, and hope to keep you coming back. So today's video is a little bit of a catch-up, a little bit of a what's going on. It is a crochet-ish video, and a lot of chit-chat. Right now, I like to have 3 projects on my hook. I have to kind of change that because I'm knitting, and my projects are like a project that's just brainless. I can watch TV, I can talk, I can crochet or knit. I have 2 knitting projects going that I can do that with. My Sisterhood of the Traveling Purple Scarf, which is just a scarf, and I started it with scraps to practice knitting and purling. I knit 1 row, I purl the next row, 30 stitches, knit, purl, knit, purl. It wasn't long enough, so I started begging for yarn, and that was with my knit 10 minutes a day to teach myself how to do these and make the motions comfortable. So I ran out of my purple yarn, and I started begging from my friends who were giving me scraps. And when I've been to yarn stores, people have given me purple scraps. And now that I am home for the summer, my P.O. box is listed in the description box below the video. Send me your purple scraps, just a little. I will put you in the shawl. I'm hanging tags on every change of color with who gave me that yarn and what state they're in. And eventually, I want to hang it from the ceiling. Roy thinks I'm crazy, but I just think it'll be such a cool idea to drape it around my yarn room when I have a yarn room again. And we'll talk about that in a minute. So I have the Traveling Purple, Sisterhood of the Purple Scarf, and it's become that. One of my subscribers named it because it's traveled all over the country with me, and my yarny sisters and brothers hopefully brothers also, are sending me purple scraps. And giving me purple scraps, and I appreciate that so much. Then I have our knit along. Lynanne from Nina's Next Knots and I are doing a knit along that is it's Finally Fall Shawl by Jennifer from Vibraflux Knits. It's a very simple pattern. It's mostly just knitting. I've added a little texture to mine, and I am using a fingering weight cotton yarn and a 4mm chiaogoo needles now. Got to those needles. I like those needles. I have them on a 40-inch tip-to-tip cord, and I'm loving it. And it's going so much faster and easier with those needles. If you did not watch we had a live last night on Wednesday, Every other Wednesday we've been doing a live, and Shannon from Another Yarn, who is a knitter, has popped in to help us for the last couple of weeks, and she is just a wealth of knowledge, and we are so grateful for all that she has given to us as far as knitting tips. And actually she's set up so she can actually show us how to make the stitches, and she's just been fantastic. We would not be as far as we are knowledge-wise without her. So we appreciate her help very much. So those are my 2 knitting projects. The next knitting project that I want to start, and those projects are the purple scarf. As long as people are sending me scraps, I'll continue to do the purple scarf. The shawl, I have 3 cakes at like 400 plus yards of fingering weight to go on there. It's going to take me a long time. But I still want to knit a hat. Now I am comfortable enough, I think, that I can knit a hat. I have needles to knit a hat, but I need DPNs. I still have to get some DPNs. I'm going to use acrylic, like a 4-weight acrylic is what I am hoping to do. I'm going to start, because I've heard really good things about the Ross beanie. Ross from Smells Like Yarn. Apparently he has a beanie that he knits and he has a tutorial for it that's really easy to follow. So that's what I want to do. And I might start that soonish. Then as far as crochet goes, I have one project that I'm working on. It is fiber spiders hexagons, and I am using also fingering weight yarn. What is wrong with me? All these fingering weight yarn projects. It is a cotton linen yarn, and you make the hexagons, and the last row of the hexagon attaches it to your project, whatever that project may be. I am trying to make like a cover up, and it's holy. It's loose, and I'm sorry, it's downstairs, or I would show it to you. I have to put it together over a table so I know where to place the next piece. So I don't get to work on it very often, sadly, because I really should be done with it by now. It's not that hard. I think there's 17 rounds, but they're like really easy. Some of the rounds are like, you know, you do a double crochet in every other stitch, double crochet, chain one, skip one, you know what I mean? It's not a hard pattern, and he does a great job. Craig does a great job on all of his tutorials. I love him to death. I love making the things that he has. But like I said, I need the right time and space to work on that, so I don't work on it very often. That is the only WIP I have for crochet. So I'm looking to, I saw Lynanne do this mesh top, and she was showing some other mesh tops that she wants to, like, she's looking at, she made a mesh top, and now she wants to make more. And she showed this one, and I'm going to show it to you. I have it up on my computer. Oops, sorry, don't get sick. I'm going to flip you around. Can you see that? That is called the Mesh T-shirt medley. Can you see the pattern? Isn't it cool? Let me scroll this up for you so you can see the close-ups of the stitches. I love it. And I'll show you this part again, and you can see the name. This is on Ravelry. It is a paid-for pattern. It is $5.47 American, but the pattern is German English. I'm going to try. It uses doubles and trebles and slip stitches. It doesn't look like a hard pattern, and I'm dying to make it. And I wanted to make it out of This is, remember that wrap I made, the opera wrap? It's the sweater with, it's the wrap with the sleeves. I made it out of Karen cotton cakes, and I don't remember the color, but it's very muted colors. It's got gray and pink and tan and some blues. I love the yarn, and it's a 3-weight yarn. And I thought, well, I'm going to take this apart because it was too big, and then I didn't like the way it looked on me anyway. I made it way too long. And I thought, I'm going to make this mesh shirt out of it. It takes a 1-weight yarn. I didn't know that. I was ripping this out anyway, so that doesn't matter. And I don't know that I can use this yarn to make it. Like this yarn has a beautiful drape to it. It would be beautiful, but that's 2 yarn sizes different. I might play with it and try it, but I have a bunch of fingering weight yarn. And I don't mind using the fingering weight. It just takes longer, but these are big stitches, so it won't take as long. And so I don't mind using the fingering weight, but it's all in my yarn stash in storage. And I don't think I have enough unless I rip out my knitted shawl, which there's no way I'm doing that. I've got way too much time in that thing. And I love it. And it's part of our crochet along, so I can't do that. But I don't think I have any other fingering weight yarn that's not in storage. And yeah, I could go buy some, but I have a lot of it in storage. Getting to it is the problem. I have like 78 bags plus bins plus boxes of yarn and the bags are 36 by 18 rectangles. So there's a lot of yarn in that yarn storage room, and to find those bags, and they're buried, the yarn is buried behind pictures and every other darn thing. Things that I wanted to keep in temperature controlled storage, so like photos, paperwork that you don't want it to be stuck together, important things that I thought, if it gets hot and sweaty and then it gets cold and then it's, it's going to ruin and break, all went into the yarn storage bin, and the yarn went in first. So it's really hard to get to it. So I think I'm going to put buying this pattern off until I get to my yarn. But the good news is I'm going to get to that yarn before you know it. Roy and I bought a house here in Ohio, in northern Ohio, in a little city called Vermillion. It's a city that we used to camp in. It's close to the lake. And I have wanted to live in this little city ever since we camped there. We started camping there in 2015, and we camped there for 3 or 4 years. And then we left there and went to Cuddy's, where you saw us camping in the last, ever since I've been on YouTube. I think I've been at Cuddy's. We were there the year before COVID started, and we love Cuddy's and we made good friends there. But my heart was always, one day I'm going to retire and live in Vermillion. It's a little harbor community. You're allowed to drive your golf cart there on streets that don't go over 35 miles an hour. I'm so excited about that. I'm like, yay, I get to drive my golf cart. My son's been making it street legal for me all winter. And so we're going to drive the golf cart, and we're going to move into our new house. The yarn room is already picked out. And once I get my yarn, I can find the right yarn for this mesh shirt, and I can make that mesh top and take it to Florida with me. Because we will go back to Florida for the winter. We already have our spot reserved, and we'll be in the same place that we were last year. We're going to definitely stop and see friends along the way. but I just don't want to be gone as long ever as we have been over the last year and a half. Even when we were in Ohio for that 5 months, I was an hour and a half away from everybody, and we did see them like once a week. But since we've been here and staying with my son, and I'm seeing them like daily or a couple of times, 3 times a week, I don't want to be that far away for that long anymore. So we're not going to be, and that's very exciting for us. I get to get a yarn room again, and I get to drive my golf cart and be close to the family. Couldn't be better. And we still get to go away. We didn't overextend to the point, we didn't overextend at all, but we didn't spend to the point that we still can't afford to go on vacations and travel. If we want to go away for 6 weeks or whatever we can. So it's going to be just a win-win situation. And I'm real excited about that. And if I want to leave my camper in Florida and come home for Christmas, I can. And I'll have a home to come home to. And we can put up his bird feeders, and we're near a preserve. It's just a win-win-win situation. We're real excited about it. And sooner rather than later, I'm going to have a yarn wall behind me again. So that's an added plus as well. So that's all I have to say for today. I'm going to spend the rest of the evening frogging this and looking for maybe a pattern that's a top that I can maybe hopefully make to fit me out of this yarn. That's my plan for the day, for the rest of the evening anyway. Also, one other thing I want to work on is, and I have to rewatch her video, but Jackie from Crochet ADHD, if you don't know her, she is a great deal of fun. And she does, editing Jackie is so fun too. She does great job editing. But she's doing a crochet along or a make along. She wants you to send her squares, 8-inch squares. She's got a big thing going on. It sounds like a lot of fun, and I want to use that retro stripes yarn that I made the poncho out of. I have extra of it, and the blue yarn that I used with it, and I'm going to make her 2 squares for her crochet along. It just matches her 80s HD to go with that retro yarn and contribute to her blanket giveaway thing. I don't know. You'll have to watch her and participate if you want to. And I will find that video and try to link it in the description box below as well. So that's all I have for you now. Thanks so much for watching, liking, subscribing. As I said earlier, I greatly appreciate it. It helps my channel. This ball's getting really big. I got big balls, right? And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.